I never would have thought that a film about animals wearing corduroy suits and buying real estate and trees would make me feel this type of way. The theme of identity being explored in films is no new subject. However, one director would utilize this theme to imagine a quirky and humorous tale. Wes Anderson has created a wide range of one-of-a-kind films, to say at the very least. Whereas most of his project up to this point has been more focused on dark subject matters such as murder, violence, divorce, or even fish at one time. My personal favorite of his, Fantastic Mr. Fox, stands out and is different from the rest of his works. Fantastic Mr. Fox was a straight adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic children's novel of the same name. It's a family-friendly adventure that goes through a journey through Mr. Fox's crazy antics and wild ways of hen heckling, turkey taking, and cider sipping through nocturnal instinctive adventures. The narrative of the story straddles the line between family obligations and midnight escapades, and as well as the friendships, family, hardships, and awakening of rural living. Fantastic Mr. Fox has heart, but it also has a deeper meaning when it comes to one thing: identity. Where in a world where animals in this society are just as human as you and I, one may begin to question,
who am I, Kylie?
Who, how? What now?
Why a fox? Why not a horse or a beetle or a bald eagle? I'm saying this more as like existentialism, you know? Who am I?
In the film, both Fox and his son Ash are on their own adventures of this self-discovery. Throughout the film, Fox is trying to understand his wild ways and in the end must learn to accept who he is. Like all of us, he has a lineage and has traits from his predecessors which define him best and
Continues
most
to bring up
obvious
repeatedly throughout the
as a
movie,
fox.
despite his clean attire,
Though Fox
well-kept
kind of struggles
appearance,
to understand
intelligence,
that
and, well,
just because
his
you
tame
can't
life,
completely
really.
change your
This
nature,
wolf, on the
it
other
doesn't
hand,
mean that you
boasts a
have
dark
to hide
shadow
it.
that contrasts between him and the light snow and mountains, with the orange grass that separates him from all civilized life. A symbolic
Whole
barrier
time I
that he
put
could
paw
not
over
cross,
paw, scooping
and
dirt
one
and pebble
that
with your
Mr.
mother
Fox
digging
could
like
not
crazy
cross
beside me. I kept
a
wondering,
seemingly
who is
Canada
this
barrier
little
between
boy
two
gonna
worlds
be? Or girl,
that, while
right?
within
Because
reach,
at that point we didn't
is
know.
separated and kept distant.
Ash, I'm so
Mr.
glad
Fox
he was
feels
you.
the need to tell the wolf that he has a phobia,
Now, on the other hand, Ash, with his initial
which is also
conflict
brought
with
up
Chris
consistently throughout the
Offerson
film,
at
to
the
which he
end of
gets
the film,
fairly apprehensive at the
understood
mention
that
of a wolf.
It's okay to be, different.
Nothing? Never mind.
A good
This
laugh,
story of Mr. Fox's
but also
journey
not without
to
purpose.
true
This purpose
self-acceptance
comes to
and
fruition when Mr. Fox has a
self-recognition is done in
realization.
such a charming and nuanced
He
way
isn't a
that in
wild
many
animal.
instances,
He could
we
never
feel
be.
Mr. Fox may be more like us than we thought. You know, I always wonder, why are people so drawn to films? I like to think that the answer lies somewhere in thinking about how film has always played a powerful role in creating identity. In a film, you can relate to the theme of a story or even with the character itself. In the case of Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think that this relatability that it comes with is intertwined with the humanity that the character possesses. There are many times in life when making do with being average is how we get through the day. And while this isn't usually a subject touched on in most films, it does play a major role in this fantastic film, Fantastic Mr. Fox.